Do you know poetry has been one of the oldest form of public communication? Poetry. It was there even before writing came into picture as a means of communication. But poetry, it has got its own style. Poetry is a bit complicated in a sense that it is not direct. It's just like a programming language for me. Good evening, Toastmaster of the day and my fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Today, my project speech is about interpretive reading. Poetry, that is poetry, I have to read it. And before I go any further, I have to make a bit of a distinction to make it clear that poetry and prose, they stand apart because, as I said, poetry is a creation by a writer by the use of symbolism and imagery, whereas prose is direct. You can interpret the meaning of prose directly. Prose is written in paragraph, straightforward, whereas poetry is in stanzas with broken lines. The title of the poetry is Forest Place Abode. It's written by Belinda Stotler. Before I go to the poetry, let me give a brief. Why I chose a theme of forest. The imagination of forest, the picture, it is very nostalgic for me. It takes me back to my school days when, even after my school days, I used to go to the Jaldapara forest of North Bengal along with the classmates. It was very near to our quarters, defense quarters in North Bengal. And then when I joined ONGC, I was in the remote place of India, Mizoram and Tripura. In our off time, I used to take a stroll there. And the vastness of the forest, it really regales me, it energizes me. The canvas the nature draws on various scenarios of a forest is just awesome. So I'll just read this, the interpretive for interpretive poetry, and you'll come to know how the nature, by its own sedulous ways, it has got the ability to sustain life. It will go through different phases, how from the summer days, summer to the autumn, to winter, to spring, how the nature has got its own inherent ways of preserving the life. So the poetry goes like this. Come, walk with me to the forest blessed abode, to see the wondrous beauty the earth has bestowed. We'll bask in the surreal splendor that surrounds us and listen to nature composing forest grand opus. That is grand magnum opus, like a crescendo the nature has to offer. As sounds of whispering trees and bubbling streams send our minds wandering into poet's lovely dreams, we'll walk. Where sunlight sets the forest leaves aglow, weaving open paths to shower golden light on all below. Where trees shade us from summer heat and harsh rays, freeing our minds so we can see Mother Nature's ways. Of creating nurturing sanctuaries for life dwelling there, to shield its tender words from storms too hard to bear. This is talking about the wintry times when storm is so harsh in some part of the area of the earth, like Arctic jungles where you see the storms going, hot and cold. It's just impossible for sustenance of life. But even then, the trees, the flora and fauna, they know how to survive. To shield its tender words from storms too hard to bear. Come sit beneath the glowing embers of an autumn tree. Autumn is a beautiful time when you can see those things really happening. Whose rich hues are natural wonder, and you come to see. It's perplexing, it's really mind-boggling to see those scenarios of nature. While colorful leaves glide down in a whirling course, like embers breaking loose from their flaming source, glowing for a moment as if falling to their ending fate, instead nourishing us to rebirth into new state. The falling leaves is not just gone down the waste, it is giving rebirth to new flora fountain in its next cycle. The wintering forest seems to be a still desolate place. If you see a wintering scenario of a forest, it is very desolate, so boredom picture, you can picture that scene. With the wintering forest seems to be still desolate place, yet under the snow and autumn leaves of trees base beats the promising pulse of new life that patiently awaits for spring's warmth and rain to open wide nature's gates. Roam with me under the trees, standing strong over it all, to watch them quietly sleep until nature's beginning call. Let's stroll in spring's forest where we shall reap the joy of earth awakening its children from sleep, and hear life's chorus and watch its offspring grow as waking trees renew their canopy over all below. Come share with me the forest spirit at rebirth, so we too are reborn with its temple of earth. Every now and then let us answer the forest call to come see life's beauty and miracle of it all. If we'll listen to with our hearts as we walk among the trees, we will understand the message carried on its leaves. For us to blend with the forest spirit, as it will beguile us into walking under its lovely trees for just a while. So the poet has vividly portrayed the nature's master plan to sustain life. So in conclusion, I would say life is all about bearing harshness of circumstances and yet be hopeful of spring. Springtimes and happy because they are just round the corner. It's being said, no winter lasts forever. And so is no spring skips its turn. After winter, spring follows. Over to you.